know y'all here. Welcome. Let's get everything set up. Hopefully y'all having a great morning, evening, night, midnight special. Whatever time is coming at y'all. Enjoy this energy. Take in this atmosphere. We got some sort of conversation, you know. Real quick. All right. Make sure everything is in order. What up, Dwayne? Setting everything up. You know what's up. Getting a lot of things together over these past couple weeks. Now we here today. Thing I gotta do. Check this right here. Test. No static. No, but it's only coming out of one earphone. Let's fix that. Test. Alright. There we go. Both headphones. Both ears. I'm here. Welcome to the Just Tainow show, PSy Tai Podcast. We're here. Talk about psychedelics, talk about animation, VR, spirit, dreams, anything that's happening. Creepy shit. Hey, Paradox Fossils. You know, we like to just get the vibes. Some kind of order, some kind of way before we just jump in. Start tying things together. For those who don't know, Just Tie's a place where we combine our mind with our heart. See what our gut mind is saying. Connect all those three circles and let whatever come out. Come on out. Tell me how you living. 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 Smoking real trife, and I'm live on this podcast. I don't care how long it lasts, I'ma speak my fucking voice and talk about these psychedelics. Cause they talk about the alcohol and smoking, yeah I do, cause I can't tell it. I can't tell you what to do, but I just tell you what I do. And whatever, I'm gonna do this. Alright, let's say welcome to the PSy Tai Podcast. You know, we like to joke, play around on this channel all the time. Yeah, I really sincerely apologize, though, for not being here live for like the past 2 weeks. But as y'all see, it's a lot coming to the channel with the drone footage and the animations, learning life, living out life. So I got a lot of experiences to actually tie with y'all about. A lot of cool things been happening. And if y'all got any cool experiences that happen in y'all neck of the woods, let's join together and have some type of conversation. Let me log into the thing that we use over here called the Discord. And I'll put it in the description. Well, in the chat box right there. All right, yeah, so we find ourselves still in the year 2022. Got the wars in Russia, got the wars in our own mind, got the peace going around, got people planting trees, got a lot of things going on. Like you always know, it's all depending on what you want to focus on. What you focus on? What are you focused on? I titled this one, "What is your destiny?" What is your destiny? So if y'all have any tidbits on what y'all think y'all destiny is, or how you conjure up the word destiny, like what thoughts are around it while it's conjuring up in your space while you're thinking about it. What does destiny mean to you? Should you follow it? Can you escape destiny? Are you your destiny? How does it tie together to you in your life? That's what part of this episode is about. We're gonna start off there and then trail off into whatever else floats the boat. Because we don't want to sink. Unless it's our destiny. Will we be stopping our destiny if we try so hard to not let the boat not sink? What is that play? What is that play? Let's see. Let me show y'all the etymology of the word destiny, just so we can see where it is in this reality that we find ourselves in today. No natural law. Oop, same screen. Go. How does it say browser? All right, Middle English from Old Destiny, from Latin destinate, feminine past particle of destinare, make, firm, establish. So it's to make, firm, establish. Similar to future, fate, fortune, doom, lot, portion, doom, nemesis. How is it related to nemesis? An inescapable agent of someone's or something's downfall. That's what nemesis. Wow, like that's my nemesis. Like he's gonna bring that downfall. That's what he's meant for. Now, is it his destiny or is it his choice? What does something that a person cannot conquer achieve? The performance test proved to be my nemesis. An opponent or rival whom a person cannot best or overcome. All right, we're going to break down these words after we just skim through them. See what's going on for a second. Fate overruling necessity, the irresistible tendency of certain events to come about. Inexorable force that shapes and controls lives and events. Also, that which is predetermined and sure to come true. From Old French destinée, purpose, intent, fate, destiny, that which is destined. The sense is of that which has been firmly established. Firmly established by who? A lot of people ask. Wow, who? What is your destiny? I think it's actually something called your the manifest destiny. A phrase coined in 1845's idea that the United States is destined by God, its advocates believe, to expand its dominion and spread democracy and capitalism across the entire North American continent. Their manifest destiny was to kill all those Native American and all those indigenous tribes. And I remember learning about that in grade school and grammar school, about the manifest destiny phrase, that this is what we were supposed to do. It was a group of people that just got a drill team drill team Texas. Yeah, it came right up. A drill team just got in trouble for saying something like this. They're from Texas, and they was saying something about how, wait, hold on. It was something about the indigenous tribes called Texas high school drill team was laden with Native Americans, indigenous stereotypes, including repeated chants of "scalp them." It just came days after the company faced intense backlash over its silence to Florida's controversial sex bill. But yeah, they was doing something saying "scalp them," talking about it was old stuff going on. You know how old Texas was. They had to push out a lot of people for them to be able to call it Texas. There was already a lot of things going on. So was that their destiny? Was it their destiny? Asking the hard questions today. All right, let me also share this so people can know on the actual Discord that we are here. Live with it, whoever wants to come on through. Let's see if they all hanging out in the Discord. No, it's just Exile there. All right, I'll post it in there. Love with it. And one more. Right now. Here it is. Cool. So we see that even in the actual word, I see it, that is talking about something that's predetermined and sure to come true. So us as humans using this word destiny, what does that mean for us? How do you encounter things? Do you allow things to just happen? Or do you allow the thoughts that you're thinking about to change it? Or are the thoughts that you're thinking about a part of that destiny? Can you ever escape your destiny? Is your destiny to go do one thing? Like, hey, I was destined to be a rock star. I was destined to get that car. I was destined, I was destined to do this. Hey, Sayaho. Hey, thanks for coming through, bro. How's it going? Alien vibes all day. Tying on destiny. Can you fight your destiny? Can you escape your destiny? What is your destiny based off of? At what level of play does destiny have its part in? Is destiny its part in what we choose to do? Like our choice in thoughts? Or are those thoughts coming from destiny itself already? It's a topsy-turvy game. It's a top, because the way that a regular human would feel would be, hey, I control, not regular human, you take this part of human. It would say, hey, I think I control my destiny. I control where this ship is going while it's in the water based off of the skills and the experiences that I'm going to encounter. And the skills that I already had from my previous encounters with the waves, how they can go up too high. Sometimes you got to steer the boat this way. So this is me controlling my destiny because the wave wanted to take me out. But I thought how to get myself out of that situation. So I escaped that destiny of dying. Or was it destined for you never to get caught by the wave in the first place? And this is where, when I'm talking to certain people or listening to certain people on their goals and what they wish to do, I'm thinking that it's a huge blending of the two. If I want to just tie on mine, since nobody else in here in the moment, that it's a blending of the two. That the destiny is what you're thinking, but also what your choice and what you choose to do with your thinking. Because a lot on the channel, I got the whole mixtape out titled The Sync is Real. The sync is real. I've been noticing it for years, and I've been talking about on this channel for years, not even really noticing how people love pointing those things out and everything like that. I just was running across and the sync is real. And it was like, hey, when this happened, I thought about this, they said it on the TV. Or I'm thinking this, I'm visualizing the world, daydreaming, and then somebody pops out and says, well, when I was riding a bike and I was just visualizing how to build a bike or something like that. The sync is real. The sync is real. Or, those situations where you're running low on the cash flow and then something pop out just when you was thinking some thought of down or, I need to get this. And then somebody pop up around the corner. Bang, the sink is real. The sink is real. Now, how does that tie? I think that the sink, that noticeable sink, ties in with destiny. Ties in with destiny. And me working with these flows or experiencing these flows in the state of mind that I've been doing it in, I've noticed that the sync is always happening, whether you notice it or not. Whether you notice it in the moment that you want to be excited about it, or you notice it in the moment that you want to be sad about it and be like, oh man, I knew this was going to ruin my day, or I'm just having a bad day, or oh, I knew this bad thing was going, I knew this was going to happen, and just lining up all the syncs of bad things. I think that life is always synced up. Life is, and the mushroom showed me too, beyond my thinking, just, hey, everything is synced up to something. Now, whether you want to accept it or whether you on that level of comprehension, or not even comprehension, because it's not like you can actually comprehend all the ins and outs of it. But if you're not at that level of experiencing it, then you're not going to think that it happened. Or you're going to say, oh, it was just the wind. Oh, it was just a piece of dust got caught in the corner of my eye. It wasn't just, it wasn't a ghost or a spirit or an apparition. Hey, 100% true. What's going on? You said, is it scientifically proven? What's scientifically proven? Let me know. Destiny or the sync? And can a sync or destiny be scientifically proven? I think that in science, the way that the scientific method works, that it actually can be proven, but not with the ways that we've been taught, or that the ways that we have been taught by our family, by our friends, by our movies, by our own innate self. But the way that's been taught through science, through like the way that Copernicus and Isaac Newton and everything made it up, was saying it needs to happen the exact same measurable way for it to be true. I think that's only a fraction of what science actually is. And it allows us to create all these awesome movements and awesome technology, all this awesome magic that we have right now. But there's also other things at play that science is now, well, now the the Isaac Newton and this certain field of mathematics and science is now kind of catching a gear to when it comes to quantum mechanics and stuff, and seeing how you can't innately prove that this is always going to happen the exact same way, but this field of things happens like this, like it's going to be some kind of sync. We just got to notice it, or zoom into the quarks and stuff to try to see what's going on, so we can add some more scientific knowledge to it, so that our hypothesis can be true. They are fucking loud. Jamina, you like really loud. All right, my mind just be jumping. Like if I hear something, my mind just start thinking about whatever else is going on. So if it's somebody's like talking, y'all know how it is. I ain't gonna go and describe it. We talking about theories. We talking about destiny. Can it be scientifically proven? And all of that. It's still 100% true. Let me really know what you meant by the question. I'm just rambling on and stuff like that. I'm just going off the rip. Or let me know what you actually was asking. But with destiny and stuff, like, can you actually escape it? Or are you your destiny? And that's what I was talking about before with the sync. Notice that the sync is happening all of the time. All the time. It's all about how synced up are you? Or people say, how in tune with your higher self? I say, how in tune are you with your lower self to see the syncs? How in tune are you with your inner selves to see the sync? Instead of getting lost in one type of sauce, because while you looking for the higher, you could be missing the syncs of whatever else is going on. I think like just being. And that's why I always say the sync is real, even if I missed it, or even if somebody else brings it up and I miss it. Hey, the sync is real. I ain't gonna deny your sync. Now your sync is denying my sync. Because like when I talk about too being conscious of the syncs, who was that saying that? Dakota of Earth, he came out with a YouTube. I watched like 3 minutes of it before I turned it off, but Shouts to him. But he was talking about do psychedelics work on stupid people. And I say it does. It does. It's just about what are you actually trying to get out of it. But his reckoning was the spirituality aspect and saying how he can't see himself doing it at parks and stuff because if he take DMT at the parks, or at a festival, he would go crazy looking at all the people doing what they're doing and not paying attention to their life and drinking and stuff. He only likes to do in a certain set or setting, and so he can get his spiritual beliefs out and encounter all the spiritual things. And he said, so he was saying, oh, it's like Terrence, he put it off on Terrence on TK. Like, I'm not saying this, but Terrence McKenna said psychedelics don't work on stupid people. But I think it's always working regardless, because the spiritual experience, and by what he was talking about, to give him some credit, he was talking about how some people say they just see lights and trails and stuff like that, but they don't talk about how it was re-engineering the gears in your mind to think differently, to see glimpses of their childhood and say, oh, I need to change my life because I have a traumatic experience that I'm vibing off of, living off of and stuff. But hey, who's to say that just going with it and not even encountering that in the moment is not a spiritual experience? And to know that the you right now that was at the festival or taking psychedelic partying or having fun with it, that you just automatically knew everything was so good that you could just party and have fun. Imagine that too. So when it comes to psychedelics don't work on stupid people, I don't really buy that line. I think it's going to do what it's going to do. Hey, King guys, thanks for coming through. Just typing on, just tying on, what is destiny? Is destiny real? Do you control your destiny, or are you controlled by destiny? What level does destiny pop up in? In the conjuring of your own thoughts, or is it in the play field and then you say, oh, that's not what I'm destined to do, fuck that, you switching it up all the time? Well, how does it play? But I've been tying on how the trippy story on how it's both, because it's dependent on how you feeling in the moment. Like, say I put out this TikTok that's actually gaining so much ground. I'm kind of happy about it. It was the Reading Rainbow and stuff. I think I actually have it on YouTube too, because they want me to log into Facebook and TikTok and all that jazz. I can just show y'all real quick what I'm talking about. Videos. Where's it at? Yo, I'm gonna show y'all the screen I'm looking on so y'all can know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go to playlist and then go to shorts. Should be in here.
Take a bite out of.
Wait, nope. Oh wow, I guess I didn't upload it to let me take this screen off. I didn't upload it to YouTube. I gotta do that for y'all. But basically what it was a floating head of me floating around at the Reading Rainbow going around, and I said when you take psychedelics and see that you're the book, the author, and the actor. And I had some people commenting on there.
You wanted a coffee.
I didn't have people comment on it. TikTok had some people commenting on there, and they was saying how, yeah, I had that same experience, and that's why I never did psychedelics again. So you saw, and I put the caption of, so I can't blame myself for my own problems. Why does it say no internet connection? Let's try that again. Oh man. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun because us as humans, we caught up a lot on if we're actually being controlled, or if we controlling ourselves, or somebody out to get us. We live in this state of fear a lot. Yo, this is wild. Hold on, I'm gonna do this one more time. Try to log in one more time. Login success. Yo, they love screaming out there. That's how they talk normally. I gotta show y'all another time. I can't get it. Now they bringing up my other Pokemon profile. Yeah, it's alright. But y'all get the picture. I'm gonna upload it later. That's what I mean by the sync and noticing things and things syncing up. Because when you believe that you're just a character, you're going to go along thinking all these thoughts, thinking, oh, there's a narrator, oh, it's these spirit, all these things are out to get me. When you're the Arthur, you're writing all these crazy things for the actor to go through, all these emotions, all these heartbreaks, all these come-ups, having goals, aspirations. And then when you the book, it's like you contain the knowledge of good and evil. Like nothing is ever separated. It's all just one. It's just the book. So you got the character thinking all this stuff is going on. Oh, woe is me or happy is me. You got the Arthur saying, oh man, I want to make this thing go through things it's not even going to believe, or it's going to think this and then that and then that. And then you got the book, which is the thing that is just is of itself. You could say it's a creation of the Arthur, or is the Arthur in the book the same thing as well? Because the book had to come from the author. Or did the book create the Arthur? I love messing with y'all. But hey, welcome. Hey, you well? Good day. You said they let others become the authority, and by its meaning, they author the story. Yeah, yup. That's like to say, oh man, I ran out of words. Like, it's a way to write books and come up with phrases and write songs through AI now, where you can put in a little bit of information about the artist or upload a bunch of artists of that one artist and upload it to it, and it will output a story, output an imagination for you. Yeah, so who's the author of that? Like, who did that? It's like they changed it up. I'm like changing it up and now allowing somebody else to write the story out instead of coming from like the own topics of your own generator, your own, letting somebody else literally be the authority. And I think that's why a lot of people fear the AI too. And I'm not trying to promote fear because, like I said, the sync is always real. If you notice in one sync is another sync, you ain't paying attention. So where there's good syncs, there are bad syncs. But with the fear of sync of AI taking the authority over people actually thinking for themselves, that's going to come at a big play, because a lot of people do have a lot going on for themselves, and then they get into these bouts of depression, and they like literally don't have inspirations. Like, I'm just thinking about watching TV, or I'm just thinking about like just sitting here looking at the palm of my hand, just saying, or just sitting, walking around, like just walking, like nothing to really thoughts to do anything. Yeah, the fear comes from not being. Oh, wait, Martin, I gotta bring that up a little more. Hold on, so I can see. Hey, Martin saying get the notification. I got it turned on. Go and sub and resub. Hey, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Martin. You said the fear comes from not being aware. Yeah, because then when I would think that just what I think, that if you would let it fully do what you wanted to do for you, that you're not going to it's not going to reach its full potential, because the full potential involves us. It involves me working with the computer, not the computer just doing whatever it fucking wants to do. Because I see that I'm actually the author writing the story of me in the computer. And if I have this fear, then like I see that as me just allowing myself to keep writing fearful stories for myself and not allow myself to do anything different. Because, some people love the pain. I think everybody loves pain. I think everybody loves pain. Like a street, hey, Big Chill. He said like a street skater just ollie over the obstacles. As they come, that reflex be straight with it too, Big Chill. You know how it is. Hold on 1 second. I keep telling that yelling is like throwing me off, but it's all right. The author writing the story of me in the computer. And if I have this fear, then like I see that as stuff to do anything different. Because, you know, some people love the pain. Oh, sorry, guys. I had to do a little rewind, recheck. I'm going to keep on my headphones so I can drown out everything else. I was talking about pain. The pain is a type... Hey, it says, sup, peace, love, family, happiness, and good fortune to all peoples. Well, the pain is a type of attention some can become addicted to. Yeah, so addicted to. Because pain, random people say they don't like pain. I think everybody like pain. Everybody like it. Because you writing it, you wrote it. Like when we talk about the author, the actor, and the book story. Like you as the author. Like me as the author of my story. Like seeing me write all of those things and me act it out in my life, like you like it. I like it. But being addicted to it in order to get output some results is what becomes part of the loop, you will. Like getting caught in them loops. Like, oh, I need to feel like this so I can output my most magnificent masterpiece. Or toxic relationships. Like be in a relationship where you arguing or have these bouts all the time, it's this new show cartoon called The Boys Diabolical. The Boys Diabolical on Amazon Prime. Let me see. The Boys Diabolical. I actually spelled diabolical right. Back, pats on the back. Oh, for sure I was going to butcher that. Here we go. The Boys Diabolical, but on talking about toxic relationships, on one of them, because on here, the heroes, the main characters were always like ostracized or something happened to them when they was little. So this cartoon makes them get their revenge. Like on one of them, the kids, they was all like putting it out as weirdos, so they was giving out to the government because they had these powers and stuff that they parents didn't understand. So then this show, The Boys Diabolical, literally show everybody going back to kill their parents and kill everybody that ever made fun of them, and then went off with a happy ending. But the reason I brought it up too is because it was a girl in there watching her parents who were superheroes, and they always argue. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture from it while I'm scrolling. There it is. And they was always arguing. But they would only be good when they were fighting and beating up superheroes together. Or then at the end of the day when they would have sex and shit. And then they start arguing. And then it ended with the little girl saying, how about y'all just get a divorce and give me my pony? But that's what they was running off of. They was superheroes. They was addicted to the pain. They say, hey, well, we still doing what we do. This is who we are. Ain't no reason to change it. We're still saving the earth. Even though we're like destroying each other and destroying ourselves. Big Chill says, whatever the problem, deal with it face on. Don't turn your back to it. Well, end up biting you in the butt. Yeah, turn your back to it, you're exposing yourself. Like our words are the way that we feel is always in our sayings. Like I said, just pay attention into the sync of even our own self. Of saying like, imagine you saying, I can't take this anymore. Well, in that moment, imagine if you can just take it just a little more. Just take it a little bit. Don't let it overtake you like it feel like it's about to. But if you say, I can't take it anymore, how about just take a little bit real quick? Just a little bit. Because some people say, I can't take it anymore. They give up meat forever. Or give up vegetables. You got people that don't eat vegetables. They just eat meat all the time. Or it said just give up whole situations that they was really in love with. But they was seeing the pain of it. Striving off the pain factor. And it was like, I'm overwhelmed. This is too painful. Fuck all of this. Never want to see this again. Yeah, don't enchant yourself. Don't enchant and that's why I like doing that, because you go into, but being that topsy-turvy, especially when you don't have a bunch of friends around and stuff like that, you gotta be trippy all by your damn self. You gotta build your own self up, even with friends around. Build your own self up. I remember bringing up to y'all when during the acid trip climbing up the mountain, y'all was laughing a bit. I was saying, hey, when the thoughts start getting to paranoid thoughts, I don't really want to go there. I just start making up random thoughts that day. I was like, just start beat bopping, beep 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 beep, and just like go with that. Whatever come next, instead of what's going on, or should I be doing this or none. It's like don't even think I should be doing it. Just don't think. Get away from it. Be your own best friend. Build yourself up. Now, that's what it all is, enchanting yourself, like you was saying. Use the mind to build self and grow. Build your mind, waiting on other people. Like some people we waiting on friends, be waiting on a soulmate, waiting on the best relationship in their life they ever had to build themselves up. And then in the meantime, act all depressed or mopey and stuff like that. So when I get my man, or when I finally find the right woman, then I'm going to be all right. Why not be all right now? You literally just enchanted yourself, like you well said. Like, then I'll be all right. Once I get this, then this. That's doing that science we was talking about before. With destiny and what entitles what is real science and what's not real science, and like saying, hey, it needs to happen like this all the time, or it's not a scientific fact. Not just in the field of stuff, but like, y'all know what I mean. just because when you bite down into it, like looking at ourselves like a computer program, like we always bring up, or a computer in and of itself. You notice when the computer got bugs. You know when your computer got a little virus or malware in it, and you just forgetting about it for a little bit. So you just like, my computer's gonna have these pop-ups. It's all right. I just gotta click the X. Just gotta click the X every once in a while. It's just a pop-up. Oh, it's just moving a little slower because I downloaded that thing a long time ago. I don't know what it really did. Probably just something else. But like, I see those as like you continuously being okay with the situation. Like say, it has malware. It has a virus that I don't want it to have, but it's okay because I still can do. Like that's enchanting yourself. Oh, it's okay even though it's making my computer slower. Or it's okay even though like it's making porn pop up when people walk into my house. I gonna name the buddy when that happened to one of my buddies. I just turn around. I'm like, and then you see me peeking. He's like, sorry, I think I downloaded a torrent or something. I was like, just rewipe your computer. You don't use your computer for anything. Yes. Like you don't use your computer for like real like downloading notes and stuff. He just use it to get his movie game on and stuff like that. Just wipe your computer clean, start over fresh. But some kind of fear is in there, or just not the know-how. It could be just not the know-how. I don't know. But whereas now he don't want to hit the reset button. And that remind me of psychedelics too. Psychedelics and deep meditations, like Big Chill was saying. Whatever the problem, deal with it. Face it on. Don't turn your back to it, but end up biting you in your butt. Like going into those spaces in the mind is like hitting the reset button. Hitting the reset button, reinstalling your operating system, everything that was stored on your hard drive, it will just get just wiped out. But the thing about it that most people don't know when they scared to hit the reset button is that we have cloud storage in other places. Die on that. We got cloud data servers. Our memories and stuff, how we are is not just based, if you want to, it's not just based on one server. Like say how everything on my phone is not just saved on my phone. It's like my memory getting full, but I also got stuff saved on Google Drive. I got stuff saved on iCloud. I got stuff saved on my flash drive. Like I got the piece now, but SD card, I got the piece now where I can actually plug this in the bottom and get additional storage with an SD card. So I really don't run out of space when I'm filming drone footage and stuff like that. So our memories is not located to just one particular space. So when that reset button come, that fear of I won't know who I am, or I'll go crazy, or I won't be able to reconfigure my life together, I'll just be this, and it's like, that's not true. It's really not true. Just affecting the symptoms, not the cause. What exactly is Joel? What's affecting the symptoms? Yeah, with the cloud-based storage, like you wipe off one of your hard drives, or you just reconfigure one of them. The ones that's like with the trauma, or ones that wants to realize something different about itself. And it took a whole white reset because it was already realizing all these things. Like you only realize what you only realize who you are, what you are. That's why you got your own point of view. You only can realize what you're made up out of. And then that's why psychedelics, they introduce all these different chemicals and whatever else that we're not even in sync to know yet, to help us realize even more things that we're made up out of that we don't see during our everyday. Besides when we daydream. So I see it every day because I be daydreaming and stuff like that. Now y'all know what I mean in terms of the basic human experience. Like, oh, we don't see this on our everyday. But then that's a lie, because you always got the people coming down saying, hey, this is happening right before your eyes. Just look at it different. Look at it from this perspective. Shout out to Wildman Ninja. Just popped up in my imagination. With all his chalk art that he makes for everybody that walks by, be drawing the mandalas. And they be straight too. This symmetry be really on point. But yeah, just shouts to him because all the inspiration, and those are all symbols that when people walk by it, they have the chance to change their mind, or that symbol is unlocking something in their subconscious, even if they're not aware of it. Like they probably get a little more relaxed, probably encounter a thought that they've been looking for, or that they needed to elevate a situation that they was bothered by. That had me think about when people used to put around stickers, and I want to put around some more stickers, just putting them on poles and stuff like that. Like it catches your eye like an Easter egg. Like an Easter egg in a game. Like a breadcrumb, like imagine Big Chill. Like imagine if you had the stickers around and you put them around and said be chill on walk paths, or when on light poles or traffic lights and stuff. Somebody going through something, just look off to the side and say be chill. And you're like, oh, all right, okay. The have mind state on that level is really relaxing. It's really relaxing. And I think that because that comes with, imagine you playing a video game, and are you trying to beat the game, or are you going around looking at what the developer put into it? And then you get all these little tidbits that be correlating to your life. And you'd be like, why did they even put this? Well, another person say, why would they even put that in there after watching you go on the journey and it meant all this stuff to you to find that one little Easter egg person on the outside? They just like, oh, I just want to go and do the mission. Go to the next game. There's so many Easter eggs in this life. We creating Easter eggs all the time without even knowing. And knowingly. That's what I'm talking about right now. Knowingly putting around Easter eggs. But, that was brought this up, Wildman Ninja. I was trying to look for his Instagram real quick. But it's a little different when it... Hold on. It shouldn't be that hard. There he goes. There you go. He even made his profile picture. That's the one I was talking about. Hey, where'd the chat box go? Oops. Oh well, I'll get it back in a bit. But just to shout him out, here goes some of his art right here. I even called it a meditation ceremony. I forgot. He said that. And this chicken one. I really like that one. Look at that. But no, we got a lot of work coming out. I want to tie some things together and see if we can get some AR going with the chalk. Make some prints out of it. Make his work, get his own NFT game popping on. You said you enjoy and explore the experience, not just be stuck in the quest and mission. See how it all unfolds. Cause trust me, the developers of games, they would be done the game so much faster if they wasn't adding all their own secret sauce to it. Cause all video games is art. Is really art. Like video games should be in every single New York art gallery. Like we had to create our own galleries and stuff. We had to create our own galleries and stuff with G4 TV back in the past, Tech TV. I used to watch that, but it came out a couple years. X-Play. And I remember Morgan Webb and all of them. We used to have a crush on her. And Adam Sessler. They had the X-Play talking about the games, nerding it out on TV. Hey, Mark, you said as always, Ty, you bring in the greatest vibes. Glad I was able to tap in on my quick work break. What you smoke on exactly the effect I'm feeling now as I head back. Oh, spoke on. I said smoke on. Hey, I am smoking this reality. Oh, they stuck right now. You know, man. Okay. He said it's on YouTube now. G4 TV. Yeah, now I did see that. I was showing Jamina. I was saying, yo, I used to watch this show, and then they revamping it back on YouTube because they the OGs before the video game space was on YouTube for gamers. I think all gamers trying to act like the ones from G4 TV. Like for real. I was a little kid watching this. Like, let me show. Morgan Webb, because it's a art. Like people put a lot of time and dedication into it, and I think it was the people that was thinking differently. Well, I know it was the people that minds was literally on to different things. Rather they had a psychedelic before, or their parents had it, so they just grew up around that kind of environment. Because it was something to say, hey, we're not just going to do art with the paintbrush with physical mediums, but with digital mediums. Like video game CGI is appreciated a lot when it's in movies. But just for video games, you gotta be in the know to know, you know?
Today on
But this how it used to
X-Play,
be.
getting unlucky with 13. Don't like my outfit? Why not rip it off in WWE SmackDown? And this man sets the record straight in Armed and Dangerous.
I'm a mole, you smelly git.
Well, there's no need for name calling. It's game time.
This came out 2003. But yeah. Everything starts from, and this is the new one. That's the new one. But everything starts from something. Like, and I think that's why the mushrooms, a lot of times in psychedelics, the psychedelics a lot tell me to create things. Even if I don't know what it's for. Even if I don't know the full, well, I probably get the initiation of it, but the fulfillness of it. Like, how is this going to fulfill me really by doing this? But during the process, it does to some point, and then I never know what happens afterwards. Like, another thing, imagine the person that created this. I got the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater on PlayStation. Look at this. They was black back then. It was black. And this is 30. No, is that damage? Hopefully this comes off. All right. I saw a little swirl on there. I was like, yeah, no, I gotta still play. But we good. Got the original Tony Hawk game. Now, I was playing these games for a long time before I actually had my first skateboard. But I already had the spirit in me. Say, oh, this is what I want to do. Oh, this is the history of skating. Oh, this person dedicated his life to skateboard. It must mean something. Must be something cool. Must be something you can do in this life. Afterwards, like just getting the vibes. Because what is the brain doing? What is the brain doing as opposed to what the body is doing? Or the mind doing as opposed to what the body is doing? Does it really know the difference? The mind, does it really know the difference in what it's actually doing? Is this real or is it not real? Or is what is apparent to the mind just apparent to the mind? It is just what it is to the mind. And then that's where the separation do come in when people say the mind, body, and the soul. And shout outs to you, well, I uploaded that clip from True Life Stories. I just randomly clicked on a certain section of the video because so much be going on. I don't know what's the best or what not to put up. So I said, I just click on the random part. And if it sounds like it's the start of something cool or something I should put up, all right, let's take a 60-second clip of that and make it a video. But I was seeing how you was tying on how you still have responsibilities that you find yourself here on earth trying to do and trying to go about and stuff. And a person that would just say, hey, I'm so enlightened that I'm about to I'm going to just take my conscience and rip it out. And I don't got nothing to do with this world ever. Fuck it. I'm out of here. And then you're still looking at them, is what I was saying. I'm still looking at you, bro. Whatever the case. Because that's what I went through with myself. Oh, man. Once I get enlightened enough, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. It's done. Finito. It's like, but then I felt myself still in those spaces where it was finito, where it was just white space, even not even color space. Like, forget white, forget black. It was still, hey, I remember what I was doing when I was talking to this person, or I was on the podcast, or and then whoop, go zip back, whoop, and come back and take care of all the same things I was doing before. Whether it's on another level or not, that's up to the experiences afterwards to see if I got a handle on things or not get caught in loops. Not even if I got a handle on things, but just if I'm going into that loop of reality or not. Because reality, I believe, is as malleable as we think it is. I'm going into something else right now, but I think reality is as malleable as we think it is. It's just up to our belief system and our fear into how to even what we choose to believe or how we choose to believe. Like, do you believe the next thought that you just make up? Or if that next thought is not correlated to what you previously made up for yourself, then it's not true. Even if that basis of what you're basing on the past of not being true or not is everything that you made up yourself. Not even say, oh, somebody made this up and then I got this inspiration. So it must not be true because all these other people said it true. Or it must not be true because all the stuff I even been telling myself. Like, how loose do we allow ourselves to get? Do you allow yourself to get? And say, oh, I just thought this, it must be true. And not even always true in the way that you're going to act on it. Like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to be right now. This is what I'm definitely going to knock this person out, right? I'm definitely going to kill this person right now. Like, wait, hold up, bro. You didn't have to kill him. You probably had to curse him out. So still levels of what I'm trying to put out there. But the world will say, in Bible terms, when they say, oh, it's the world, and then it's the God and stuff like that. But as the world will say, like, do you believe in your own delusions? But as I put it, do you believe in your own spells that you're putting out and things that you're casting? Because you know, in the movies and stuff, when they don't really believe in the spell they putting out or really know how to cast it, it don't work. It probably show up for a little while and then it go away. Like, that can come in a way of getting what you thought you wanted, and then it just go away because you're like, oh, now I'm depressed again, or oh, or events just turn out where it just you had everything you thought you had wanted, and then it go away. Or just in little things, because sometimes that's needed to get things that you wanted, and then whip that shit out. And sometimes you don't have to go through that loop. It's that you're the author of your own reality. Like, you could think your own thought after what anybody ever says and just go with that, regardless of what anybody ever says. You always have the power to just go with something else. But and it's not a bad thing to always go with the not change your mind too, because that can be a pressure too. You don't always got to change it at that moment, or not be so mad at what's going on. Because sometimes what's going on is, hey, I want it to be like this for a moment. Like, it feel good. I like when it happens. Like, they were saying that people, it's a study going around, people with autism, ADHD, listen to the same songs because it triggers a part of the brain that was stimulated before. So it's like you literally stemming the part of the brain that rewired itself to feel good when you do that, when you tune into that space. And that's how we designed this life. So take advantage of it. But it can cause loops. It can cause some loops for yourself. But it has caused loops for myself that the mushrooms and stuff showed me, and things that I was putting on myself. Like, oh, I just want to listen to this song, or I just want to do this, and then go have scenarios and events play off based off of what that song was vibing off of. But me being so addicted to it, like, oh, this is just how it is, or this is just how it is. And then complaining about it at the end of the day, oh, I want something different. Like,
yeah, but you gotta also remember too.
Song. Hey.
Yeah, what's up, Ty?
You
gotta also remember too, it's not always just like that yin and yang thing. Sometimes you use those loops, it's like training, you know. You use certain like repetitive things to kind of train yourself for other things. So it's not always kind of fully throwing the loops away.
Yeah, you was bringing that. That's true. Because I would ask myself a lot of times, like, why am I still going through this loop? And like, train harder.
Yeah, you don't want to get stuck in certain loops. So yeah, you can learn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then it's like you know how when you doing any type of training, you don't always kind of get in that, that big, you don't do the full competition, just to do one training session. So you learn the little steps that end up, filling in the bigger, journey. And, that's basically what you're doing all the time, But sometimes, just like those 2 steps forward, 2 steps back thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're basically in the same place you started. That's where a lot of people get, because they start doubting themselves as they're moving on their journey.
Gotta take like 4 steps forward, or at least 4.5,
Yeah.
or at least 2.5.
Yeah, it's okay to, but that's the other thing too. It's never that dualistic thing like a lot of people like to put it into. It's okay to sometimes take those steps backwards so you can, gain a new path. Maybe sometimes you go, okay, I might have to go back and take that road that I saw. It didn't look like it was going to be the road, but it's probably going to be the road now because this road here is blocked up. Even though this may be another way there, everybody talks about this way getting there. Do this meditation, do this thing here, do that, silence the mind or something like that. But that may not be your road. Sometimes that road's now, oversaturated.
Yeah.
So you gotta go back and take one of those. It's a scenic route, but sometimes that's where you get that insight. When you get that different type of relaxed, path that you can take. Where you can kind of see the world, at a different perspective than you were seeing it like everybody else was.
Yeah, and I was thinking of the highway while you was thinking that. When I was going to Sacramento, I took the busy way, and then coming back, I took the scenic route. And going there, I was kind of on edge a bit because I'm like been driving in the country a lot more. So I was in like 4-lane, 8-lane traffic and stuff like that. Just seeing what everybody else was doing so that I can get there. Like, all right, this is how we driving. All right, this is how we going right now. And so I missed a lot of the scenery that was around. And my thoughts was like kind of just focused on getting there. So going back, it was the scenic route. Just like you said, I was able to relax, take a little smoke, look around at the mountains on the side, talk with the people in the car, have some conversations and stuff like that.
Yeah. And you get those different connections that you wouldn't normally get. Plus, you'll realize too, it alters time. So even though what is known as the shorter path, sometimes the longer path ends up being shorter just because how you end up journeying down it. And you still end up getting more in.
True. And I was then bring that to even more 3D. It could be less cars and stuff there. And then you literally take the scenic route and traveling faster than you was on the other route. Like try traveling like 90 miles an hour the whole way.
Yeah.
Because Google certainly didn't suggest that as a faster way going there. And then it didn't even suggest that as a faster way going back. It was like a split road where I was able to go that way or that way. And at that thought, I said, I think I want to try this way. Let's go through Marysville instead of Orville. And then with that thought, I was like, oh, I remember this road. Like, this the road I was trying to get to the first time. But it took like that jolt of inspiration and say, I just want to go with this thought in order to even find it.
Yeah. And yeah, that's part of it. A lot of things people forget is that they leave out their own inspiration a lot of the time. Those little inner muse moments. And they go, well, no. Or they let other people give them the doubt on those inner muses.
Oh, yeah. That comes real loud, too, for a lot of folks. and even in my life, I know you heard that. Just like, if you think a thought and then somebody say, oh, well, I think this, or I wouldn't do it exactly like that. But the way you pictured in your head was like, seemed like the way it was really supposed to go for it to fit up with so many things that you can't even put into words. Like, that's the inspiration.
Yeah, that's how you unfold it personally. That's because that's not how they would unfold it. Yeah, that's how you unfold it. Sometimes you can use a little inspiration because, you're merging and unmerging, ideas, and it's basically like atoms, you don't ever really just create, atoms out of nowhere. You're taking atoms from one thing and you're unmerging them, and then you're merging them into something new. So you're taking inspiration from other things, but you don't want to just become the cloner, where you're not actually even really taking inspiration anymore. You're just trying to do the fast copy paste. You're basically losing a perspective potential that is, you.
Yeah, you
And
lose
a lot of
out on
times, a lot of times by doing that, you do end up losing a part of yourself. You become whatever business you work at, or you become whatever, career you're in. You just, you wanted to get into medicine to do a certain thing, and you wanted to change this here, but then you end up just becoming how everybody else did medicine.
Yep, it never brought about no new innovations, never won no Nobel Prize.
Yeah. And
Nobel Prize
all those
winners go by
Nobel
their own
Prizes,
wits.
yeah, all those things is inside everyone, but it's just for you to be aware where it is. And you got to know you to know where it is.
How you put the dots together. That's you. You is just how you put dots together. How do you configure things? How do you realize things?
Mm. It's like, have you ever done one of them? It's like, you paint. I think, what's his name was talking about it. Big Chill was talking about the paint by numbers, and you kind of get this awareness over time that, oh, this is kind of how these colors merge in with each other just by the number groups that they're usually giving you in the books. And then you kind of get this flow for, I can kind of just paint in the lines anytime. And then after a while, you're like, I don't even need the lines.
I'm listening. You say you don't need the lines.
Yeah, you don't even really need the lines to kind of keep doing the art, It's like, after a while, it's like these things keep unfolding. The dominoes keep pushing forward.
All right, I'll stop soon. All right, I'll stop soon. All right.
One of the little ones?
No. I'll come in. All right, I'll go to Lowe's and get it for you. What time? All right. Okay. Just give me 5 minutes. All right.
I'll let you go, man.
Shamina. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry for interruption, Ty. I mean, I call
no.
interruption you well.
We're always tying on.
But I got a good 5 minutes. I gotta help these people out, run some errands and stuff like that. Get the buy some plants for her business. Somebody want to come and buy some.
All right, I'll let you get these connections over there going. Those local connections is also important too. That's what some people forget when they get on the internet. They go, "Well, I'm on the internet and I don't want to deal with the local stuff." So, yeah, you got to remember it's always that spectrum thing, moving in between all
this whole time.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing this past 2 weeks too. I got a lot to tie about. I got a lot to talk about. I've been going for like a while, a good minute. But as life carries on, thank you for coming on. I'm
always
sure
thank
I'll be
you
back here.
You're always giving those good, insightful molecules for me to put together into other things. So always thank you.
Hey, I gotta help out my fellow alchemists, chemists.
That's how we work. That's how we work.
Peace out.
All right, man. Enjoy the day.
Hey, and everyone out there, thank y'all for coming to the PSy Tai Podcast. We're going to do a part 2 of this as soon as I get through handling the other BI, the business. I got a lot of AR animation and some awesome stories just to tie together, with all together. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Peace out. Ty always.